we say good morning to you. We're broadcasting live on the road. We're at the Jewelers Bench here in Elizabeth and Carter County again on this Thursday, July the 9th. Happy birthday to a couple of guys, all guys today. Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump, and Woody off of Toy Story, of course, and many other movies, Apollo 13, and more, of course. One of the legendary actors in Hollywood having a birthday. Tom Hanks is 70 today. Wow. John Tesh, the musical performer, is 74. Kevin Nash, the wrestler, he is 67 today. Then from ESPN fame, Scott Van Pelt's having a birthday. He's 60. So happy birthday to those guys today on this Thursday, July the 9th. We're here again at the Jewelers Bench, and Sherry's going to join us. Going to be joined by Ryan Presnell, the newly appointed and newly hired FCA director in Elizabethton and Carter County. Also going to be joined by Joseph Taylor's coming in, and Ava George Wilbur's going to stop by. A young lady who played at Elizabeth and now having a very successful volleyball career at Marable University, the land of the Lady Fighting Scots, and so she'll stop by and talk, along, of course, with Sherry Holtzclaw. Axel Steins is on vacation until Monday. He's taking some time off. So we worked him hard. He said, I'm going to be gone, be back on Monday, and we appreciate that. We love Axel Steins, to say the least. All right, so here we go. We're going to do it again today out of honor and paying tribute to this young lady who was an awesome individual, Loretta Bowers, who we lost last week. And so she's in glory in a much better place, and she ain't coming back and doesn't want to come back. And once you step across, I can only assume what we read in the book, that it's unbelievable. He's been working on it for thousands and thousands and thousands of years of heaven. So Loretta's there. We're going to let her sing it again today, the national anthem, here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and the bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
We're talking to Sherry Holtzclaw, one of our great sponsors, the Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. A lot of jewelry stores out there. Why the Jewelers Bench?
So everything is done in-house. Nothing gets sent out. We do ring sizing, necklace repairs, replace stones, shorten bracelets, necklaces. We repair silver jewelry. There's not a lot of jewelry stores that will repair silver jewelry. So we're one of the ones that do. Occasionally watches, we do some watch repair. Some of it we do have to send that out occasionally, but I'll let you know when I do, so it doesn't go out without you knowing about it.
Watch batteries. They replace a lot of watch batteries. Again,
every day.
Yes. John Holtzclaw is one of the few jewelry repair people in the area. There's not many of them left, so they do jewelry repair here. Remember that. They ship all over the country. The website is
jewelersbench10.com.
The hours you're open are
Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and then Saturday, 9:30 to 2.
All right. And social media, where do we find you?
Facebook and Instagram.
And the phone number is?
423-542-5600.
Be loyal, buy local. It's a mom and pop store. Been here for a long time here in Elizabethton, serving not just Elizabethton, but the entire Tri-Cities and really anywhere in the country. The Jewelers Bench, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show, 43 days, up in the corner, 43 days, 7 hours and 38 minutes. There's a 7-on-7 tonight at Science Hill involving Science Hill, the Cyclones, Dobbins, Minute, and Greenville. So that'll be at 6 o'clock tonight at Science Hill. And looking at the forecast, we're supposed to get a lot of rain over the next 2 days. We're talking a couple of inches of rain here in the area. So we need it. I think he's hearing our prayers. We need the water pool back up to where it needs to be, and it's rapidly getting that way. You get 2 or 3 inches of rain over the weekend here, you're going to see the water pools certainly rise to where they need to be, and hope we don't get too much at one time and cause flooding, but we don't have any control over that. But I was looking at the weather forecast. We are forecast to get a lot of rain. So we're here at the Jewelers Bench. Take a look at Major League Baseball. You know, it's for the second time this week we had a guy late in the ball game pitching a perfect game, and the manager pulled him. Same thing last night. Pirates' Jared Jones, 6 perfect innings against the Braves. The manager, Don Kelly, came out and pulled him. Said, nope, we got to save you the rest of the season, which I see it, but I don't see it. So, anyway, their shot at the first perfect game in Major League Baseball history ended when his replacement, Mason Montgomery, gave up a base hit. Braves went on to win at 3-0, by the way. So Jared Jones had him a perfect game going through 6 innings. Manager pulls him. Mason Montgomery comes in. The bullpen kind of implodes, and the Braves win it 3-0. So anyway, there's arguments on both sides. The manager says it's a long season. You know, we're not really all that concerned about perfect games and no-hitters, but the individual pitcher certainly is. And then on the other side, you see his point too. So anyway, that's what's going on there. Baseball today, Braves and the Pirates wrap up the series in Pittsburgh. Bryce Elder on the mound against Keller. It'll be a 12:35 first pitch. Kansas City, New York to battle the Mets. Yankees at Tampa Bay to wrap that one up. The Baltimore Orioles hosting the Cubs today. These are all day games. You have Cleveland and Minnesota, and the Red Sox against the White Sox in Chicago. Under the lights tonight, Athletics will be at Detroit, Seattle, Miami. The Reds, again, with host Jesus Luzardo for the Phillies, and Singer will go for the Reds tonight in Cincinnati. Milwaukee at St. Louis, the Angels, and Evan Carter and the boys. Texas Rangers with Evaldi on the mound for the Rangers will be hosting the Angels at 8:05 tonight. Then you've got Arizona and San Diego, and you have Colorado and the Giants tonight. Now you look ahead of the weekend. See who's got any good series. Seattle, Tampa Bay will be a good one. 2 front runners. That'll be going on in Florida this weekend. Let's see who else. Anything else that's going to be, the Braves going to be in St. Louis to battle the Cardinals. Chris Sale starts that series tomorrow night. Toronto at San Diego, the Dodgers in Arizona, and Colorado at San Francisco. Not really. So it is what it is. They're all good if you're the team, your favorite team's playing. As far as good matchups, certainly I guess the best one would be, as we said, the Seattle Mariners and the Tampa Bay Rays in Tampa Bay. Standings heading into today's ball games. Tampa Bay leads the Yankees by 5 in the American League East. Central, the White Sox a game better than Cleveland. Minnesota, 2 back, still playing great baseball. Twins have won 7 out of 10. In the West, Seattle leads Texas by a half game and Houston by 2 games. So those the 3-horse race in the American League West continues to be that way. In the East, the Braves leads at 3. Don't look now, here comes Miami. They've caught Philadelphia. They're both only 3 games back now, the Braves. And so the Marlins have won 7 out of 10, as a matter of fact. The Braves have lost 6 out of 10. So the Braves have a 3-game lead over Philadelphia. As we said, Miami's right there now. They've knocked on the door and knocked the door down. They're tied with the Phillies for second place. In the Central, Milwaukee leads the Cubs by 6. That's the 2-horse race there. In the West, there is no race. It's the Dodgers by 14 over the San Diego Padres, the second-place team. Then you look in, Dylan Cease had a no-hitter going, was willing to throw. John Schneider was happy to let him try, so Dylan came in and says, look, I want to try for his second career no-hitter. Carried it into the 9th inning last night against the Giants before Helio Ramos broke it up with a line drive singles. This guy had a no-hitter going into the 9th inning, so I'm sure that you just want to go in and throw stuff in the locker room when it's over. It's like, I got that close to a no-hitter. 9th inning. Again, took it to the 9th for trying to get his second career no-hitter, Dylan Cease, who's certainly one of the front runners for the Cy Young Award in the American League, and had the no-hitter broken up. So, but anyway, they went on to win it. and Cease having an outstanding year. The Blue Jays. I'm sure the Padres regret letting him go, but he went as a free agent in the offseason, and from that point, you see, obviously, that Dylan Cease is having a pretty good year for the Toronto Blue Jays. Here at the Jewelers Bench, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. You're going to be joined by Ryan Presnell. He'll be with us here in a few minutes. Also, Joseph Taylor a bit later on, and the volleyball player from Marable, who was at Elizabeth, and now she's a hot rod player and doing a great job down at Marable. Ava George Wilbur will join us a little bit later on here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Tom Taylor Sports Show. A lot of jewelry stores. Why should we trade any time of the year at the Jewelers Bench?
Well, because you get customer service. We're there to help and with anything you need. You get personal service. Anytime that you need to talk to the jeweler, he's there to talk. And we treat you like family.
Yep. You're not just another person coming in. You actually take interest in these people.
We do.
Yep.
We do. And it means a lot.
Absolutely. And you're typically open 6 days a week.
Yes.
And so 7 days you're closed to be the Lord's Day. So how do we find you on Facebook?
So we're Jewelers Bench on Facebook and Instagram. And then we have a website, jewelersbenchtn.com.
And the magic phone number, just to call them.
Is 423-542-5600.
Call them anytime. They're there and you'll get a live body.
Yep.
Great sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, the great folks at the Jewelers Bench in Elizabethton. And the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Summertime's here. Catering. How can you help us with an event?
Well, we're doing weddings, rehearsal dinners, reunions, graduation parties. And even if you feel like it's getting down to the wire, give us a call
Mm-hmm.
because we can usually accommodate you.
Absolutely. So do you bring it and set it up? Do we come get it? How does that work?
All of the above. So you can either have us come out and do a full catering where we have like a crew of people come and serve your guests and clean up afterwards. We also have our mini catering where it's just one person that comes out and like makes sandwiches, and then you do the rest buffet, the sides and everything buffet style. We can also do a drop off and set up, and that's where we deliver it to your location and set everything up. And then we can also do, pick up in the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, we can, and whatever you need to meet your budget, we
Yeah,
can work with.
Sure, the budget. Now, on the menu itself, do we pick? Do you have certain items we pick for catering? Or is it anything on the menu?
It's pretty much anything on the menu is available for the catering. I may, if you want some advice, I'm happy to give it.
So, phone number is
423-798-7899.
423-798-7899 to get your catering needs taken care of right here at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. Here's your catering coordinator. She is the lady who can make it go for you. Tara Salamino from Phil's Dream Pit, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we are live here at the Jewelers Bench. Again, it's the only full-time full-service jewelry store in the Tri-Cities, and so we appreciate Sherry's going to be with us here in a minute. Ryan Presnell will join us, the new FCA director. Former baseball coach and athletic director Elizabeth has stepped away from the school. Now the FCA director for Elizabeth and Carter County, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. He'll be here in a little while. Hello to Andy in West Virginia, Jimmy Stout down in Georgia. Thank you for our out-of-town kids watching the show. All right, so Caitlin Clark, we've talked about her repeatedly and how she gets roughed up and knocked around. And so it's interesting, a group of 11 Republican lawmakers have come out and said they want the league to take accountability for multiple attacks against Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark. It's interesting. Clark described as the face of your league, and she is. Someone who's generated fan interest, she has. Increased television ratings, she has. And new corporate sponsors, she has. Check, check, check. Suggesting the third-year guard is on the receiving end of unnecessarily physical hostility and violence, such as hip-checking, eye-poking, and recently being struck in the throat. You saw the video over and over where Alyssa Thomas had her down on the floor and throat punched her, which, it is what it is. It's crazy. So, as I said before I went on break, you watch the NBA, it looks like it's thug ball. They just throw each other around like it's wrestling with a basketball, really. Not much to me compared to the days gone by, Bird and Dr. J and Magic and Michael and those guys. So, but for as crazy and as physical as the NBA is, the WNBA to me is even worse. What little I watch of it, I mean, they're just it's intense, knocking each other around. So anyway, these lawmakers say they're concerned that reports again, concerned by reports that attacks against Caitlin Clark may be racially motivated. Now, there's no way to prove that. That's purely an assumption. Some would say, it is what it is. Some would say that's the case. I'm not sure why. I just think, my opinion, I think it's a professional jealousy thing. I think you're jealous of her because she's that good. Again, if someone upgrades my living, put me on first class flying as a basketball team, which they didn't before, got a new television contract, more money in your pocket, the last thing I'm going to do, if she's the reason that it's happening, or one of the big reasons, the last thing I'm going to do, this is me, I'm not going to bite the hand that feeds me. I'm going to be quiet and play the game and thank her, whether I like her or not, whether I think she can play or not, and she can play. Remember, last time I checked, she was the all-time leading scorer in the history of basketball, surpassing the late great Pistol Pete Maravich as the all-time leading scorer. So if she's providing those kind of enhanced quality of life opportunities for me, I'm not going to go out there and bash Caitlin Clark, but they do. And so we'll see what happens with this. The Republican lawmakers, 11 of them, said, we are concerned. I'm not sure what they can do. I'm not sure why they're involved in the WNBA, but they are. So anyway, they're worried about her unnecessary physical hostility, and it looks like it is. I mean, you can watch the games just about every time she comes down the court. She gets a body check of some sort, hip checking, eye poking, something. So anyway, these politicians said, we're concerned about it. I don't know what they can do about it. They're calling out the commissioner of the WNBA, Kathy Engelbert, to take accountability for multiple attacks. So, of course, to a degree, that goes back to the officials officiating. So who are the officials? And, the old adage, they're letting them play is an understatement. They're letting them play all right. Goodness. So, and it's not just her. I mean, if you watch the game, and again, I'll watch a little bit here and there, not much. But when you watch the WNBA, it's not just Caitlin Clark. I mean, they're throwing bodies all over the place all the time when I'm down the floor. It's just, to me, it's me. I'm old school. It's not basketball. You want to watch in fact, I went back tonight and watched the Larry Bird DVD when they were playing the Sixers and the Hawks with Dominique Wilkins, and then I went back and watched some Kobe Bryant, and so just good stuff. And anyway, Caitlin Clark, whether it's racially motivated, I don't know. Nobody knows that except the people doing it. But bottom line is these lawmakers said, clean it up. And we'll say, good night. They've all come in. They're all grown up. Wow. Would not even recognize her. Look at her. Bless her heart. She's all grown up. Daddy, you better get a bazooka. Not a shotgun, a bazooka. A what? Multiples. Keep them boys away from her. Good night. All right, Coach is here. I still call him Coach. We'll always call him Coach. Ryan Presley in the house. We'll take a break. We'll talk about the FCA, which is something near and dear to my heart, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Coleman's in the house. Oh, yeah. You will have to tell that story again. It will be ever etched in my mind. That cold night in Cookeville, Tennessee, when the Coleman sitting on my lap, calling a state championship football game with his dad, sitting on my lap, looking at me the whole time like a hoot owl. He didn't watch the game. He just sat on my lap and stared at me the whole time, and I loved every minute of it. Still do. All right, quick break. He's here. We'll talk to him next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Talking to Mike Barnett, the owner of Big John's Closeouts, proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Why buy here from the local guy versus the big box chain stores?
Well, I think, one of the things you have to consider when you're talking about buying local is you're supporting people that live in your community, that worship with you, that are involved in civic groups with you, that your neighbors, people that you've known for years, and also, the proceeds stay right here in Carter County. They go to not only pay the taxes here and stuff, which any business that exists here does, but it supports athletic programs, it supports nonprofits, it supports needs within the community, maybe where you've got a veteran that has a need or something that we can help offset the cost through discounts or donations, and stuff. Then we get hit with that quite a bit, as far as that nature. So we're able to help the community as well as encourage our young people, both from small all the way up through high school, with banners, sponsoring their sports teams and stuff of that nature. Plus, we have a vested interest in helping the customer that comes in. We want them to get the right item for the job and leave with what they need to finish that job. We want to listen to them, understand what they're doing, and they're not just to us just a number, if you would. They're someone we want to build a relationship with and a friendship with that trust us.
Pretty simple, folks. Be loyal, buy local, and buy from Big John's Closeouts in downtown Elizabethton, where they hammer high prices. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
Back in the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we're joined by the Clampetts, the Fresno clans in here. I love it. Brought them all in.
Just don't tell Mama what we look like.
Don't tell what?
Don't tell Mama what we look like.
No, we're not. It doesn't matter. We're all country. It's summertime.
That's right.
It's summer break. That's it. Clothes on out the door. So.
And they're fed.
Fed and watered like ponies.
Yep.
There you go. So Rhino's playing golf.
Mm-hmm.
What's the little lady doing?
Softball and volleyball.
Softball and volleyball.
And little fella's playing baseball. We're trying to figure out what we're going to do this fall.
There you go.
We got to make a decision.
All right.
We're going to have to commit.
Coal man. Got to do something. So, wow. They are growing up, sir.
It's crazy, isn't it?
I've not seen them since probably basketball season. Unbelievable.
Miracle Grow works.
Yeah, it does. 10-10-10 fertilizer.
Yeah.
Shower with it every day and make you sprout straight up. There you go. FCA, he's here. He's see on the web. Our president at FCA.org. You're very excited. We're very excited. We want to help you all that we can. Here it is right here. Ryan, president of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Baseball coach Elizabethton, athletic director Elizabethton, teacher Elizabethton stepped away. Now he's FCA guy.
Yeah, full-time missionary.
Yeah, love it. So for folks out there that may be under a rock and have no clue what the FCA is all about, and I'd be hard to believe somebody doesn't, they've been around for years and years, but in the event there is somebody watching, tune in for the first time, so what is FCA all about? Tell them, sir, would you please?
Well, our job is to reach every coach and every athlete with the gospel, to spread that word and to get that word out as broad and as far as we can. And by definition, we are missionaries. We are missionaries here in our hometown, which is, I've always had a heart for missions. I've loved missions work, been on short-term missions, supported it financially. So, we've got really deep roots here. I didn't think I'd ever get to label myself a missionary in the ways that we think about it as Christians a lot, but God provided a way for me to be a missionary here, and it says in the Bible that we're to reach out to Jerusalem as well, right where we're sitting. And so that's pretty much the work is just like a missionary in a foreign land. We are to just go out into the community and spread seed, and to see what God does with that seed. So we'll be in all the schools this fall, try to get with all the sports. That's my vision, is that each sport has an FCA presence of some type. If we can say that this time next year that we reached every sport in Carter County at every school, man, God's really worked. God's really worked. I started off with we, but really I'm learning real quick that that's just not about me, right? Like, it's about the Lord. It's about what he's doing and how he's working, and he's doing amazing things.
He is doing amazing things. He's still on the throne in the soul-saving business here in 2026. We'll get into the kids in a minute. The coaches, under the gun. They got to catch it from the parents. They catch it from the administration. They catch it from other coaches. I mean, they're in a on a hot seat all the time. They need support. They need encouragement, and so you reach out to the coaches in what way?
Phone calls. Had 2 phone calls this morning with coaches. Just, hey, how are you? What can I do to support you? What do you need from me? And just being there and loving on them, ministering to them, ministering to their coach's heart. It's funny talking to somebody this morning and said, "Man, I thought I was going to bless you by talking to you, but you've blessed me." And it's just this mutual relationship. And I was talking to somebody else this morning about how, man, I wish I could have gotten into this business back in my 20s, but I wasn't prepared. I wasn't ready for that. I would have loved to have done it, but to have been a head coach for 10 years, to have been an athletic director, an assistant coach, a teacher, I've really walked the walk that I'm going to talk the talk with these coaches. So one time met with a coach a few weeks back, and we sat down, and he spilled the beans. I got this problem, I got that problem, I'm trying to deal with this person, I'm trying to deal with that. What's your opinion? And we talked through it. We talked through it biblically, right? Like, how would Christ deal with this situation? How would he want you to deal with it? We prayed through the situation. So we got to the end. He just put his arm around me and said, "Man, thank you."
Mm-hmm.
That's just number one. FCA wants us to start with the coach, because we that's our motto: every coach and every athlete. So we start with every coach, and then we hope to work to every athlete. They'll help us identify young folks that are mature enough in their faith to lead what we call as a huddle. So it's like a weekly little Bible study that they're going to do with their teammates. I mean, it may seem like something small at the time, but you think about those glancing blows with the gospel as you're a kid, and just hearing it from multiple people in the same way on different days really adds up to a big effect of our kids. And so that's our vision. That's our goal. We've got a lot of work to do to get there, but we're praying over that and ask people listening to pray with us too, to pray that FCA and Carter County would live up to what God wants it to do.
Every coach, every athlete, every team, and every community is the motto. We're talking to Coach Presnell, Fellowship of Christian Athletes. So you touched on the coaches, and they just need support. They need people to lean on, and because they're up against it.
Yeah.
And you're going to be a great sounding board for these coaches. They already are. Then we take a look at the kids. Of course, we're out right now. It's FCA camp season, but school starts back around here for all intents and purposes, first or second week of August,
right,
which is not that far away. Then you get a chance to pour into the students. How are you going to do that?
Well, being a presence first, right? I'm just one guy. I do wish there was a staff of 10 people working full-time FCA in Carter County, but right now that's not the plan. So it's me. And so trying to find those kids that can help multiply that FCA presence and really multiply the gospel, that they can spread it when I'm not there. That's the big thing, is like, when I walk in, people expect for there to be a devotion. They expect for there to be a talk, a pep talk. They expect all these things, but when I'm not there, can somebody else pick up that banner and continue to move it forward? And that's going to be one of my big jobs is training up kids. We're having a leadership camp the last weekend in August where kids who want to be leaders, who want to be huddle leaders, can go and learn how to do that. Gosh, you talk about an awesome thing. If I could go back and find knucklehead 16-year-old Ryan, I'd flip him upside the head and say, get to that camp. Go learn to be a leader in the biblical sense. And man, that's fantastic. And so we send kids to camps. We send teams to camp to prepare them for that school year, and get them to Christmas still carrying that banner, right? Like, make it to that half point and still be out there fighting that good fight, because it's hard. I mean, it's really hard, especially for a kid these days. They're under attack. We talk a lot about the bad. I do kind of want to flip the narrative. Man, there's so many kids that I think if they're hearing that there's an FCA leadership camp, there's an FCA soccer camp, there's an FCA outdoors camp, they're like, I want to go. I want to go do that. And that's one of our biggest things that we talk about are the 3 E's: engage, empower, and equip. We want to empower these kids and we want to equip them, but first I got to get engaging. So that's going to be the first step, is just getting the word out, being a presence, seeing Coach P at Hampton and Cloudland, Unaka, Happy Valley, Elizabeth, the Milligan, and I'm also working with the River Riders, like just seeing that guy around, right? But man, that takes a lot. As well as I do.
Take a lot, yes.
It's a big, long drive from Happy Valley to Cloudland. It's hard to be at two places at once. I physically can't do that. So for folks that are wanting to pray over this, pray for me to be able to carry all this out. And most importantly, what FCA really preaches to us is still be a good dad. be a good husband, do those things, because if we're not setting the example at the house, we don't have any business setting the example out in the community. So
Well put.
yep.
Our president, FCA.org. Did you bring your show and tell?
Yeah, I did.
We'll see what you got.
One of the things that we're doing right now is fundraising, and so as we talked about, we are missionaries. We are missionaries here in Carter County and Elizabethton, and so if we do that, we have to do financial fundraising. Which has been a blessing. When we went through the training for this, they said, how many of y'all think this is an obligation that you got to get through so that you can go witness to the kids? And pretty much everybody's hand with it. Yeah, it's an obligation. We got to fulfill it. And it's like, no, this is a blessing. And I've seen that, man. I get to sit around with friends and family, church members, members of the community, and have gospel conversations all day long. And it is such a blessing. It's exhausting. It's tiring, but man, it is a blessing. I get to the end of the day and I got a big grin on my face because I've been with Jesus all day long, all day long. And so I bring that Bible because that Bible costs Carter County FCA $12.
$12,
right? Big FCA in Kansas City helps us out with that expense, but $12 has got to come out of that account. And so we've got a lot of funds to raise. It would be awesome if I handed out 1,000 of those Bibles to kids in Carter County and Elizabethton this year, wouldn't it? That's $12,000, right? So it takes the money. So that's why I asked you to put the email up on there. If you're out there and you're listening and you want to support this financially, you want to buy a Bible for a kid, or you want to buy 1,000 Bibles for a kid, whatever you can give helps. And if you'll just send a quick email to that email address, I can get you pointed in the right direction. It's a very simple process. FCA is a really good organization to give to, and specifically Carter County FCA.
Phil Whitaker says, love to see prayer circles before the games. Praise the Lord. Prayers for this program. You got it. Becky Muncie says, Coach P's a perfect man for the FCA position, and he is. I've known this man. How far we go back? 10 years?
2017. Yeah.
9 years.
Yeah.
So.
You still look the same.
Yeah, he's awful kind. Yeah, you look the same. Not. This is a great Bible. For example, this one is.
Yeah.
This is called, of course, some extra things in this Bible called the Core. There's study lessons in here. It's just, it's a Bible certainly, but it's got some really cool. Here's a training time: integrity, your foundation of Christ; serving a different difference; excellence, giving my best at all times; setting the standard. What's this one say? This one says selfish heart, stay the path. It's called training time. It's an actual devotion here. Over and above the fact it's a Bible for $12.
Yeah.
We're going to put it in kids' hands in Elizabeth and Carter County.
Yep.
Guys and girls.
Yeah, we've also got the Coaches Bible.
Mm-hmm.
So we provide coaches with the same thing. The goal for this specific Bible is that the kids go to leadership camp, they gain this Bible, and then they go back and they use these materials to lead devotions on the teams, in locker rooms, on buses, in dugouts across East Tennessee, because our teams travel, right? So if we have a great outreach at Hampton with a team and they go play down in Chucky Doak, and they do outreach with that Chucky Doak team, and that Chucky Doak team says, dang, what's going on with this? How'd you do it? Well, we did it through FCA. And Chucky Doak has a Greene County FCA representative that's working with them, like it shows these kids, like, you're not alone in this, right? Like, the world wants to isolate the Christian and tell you, hey, you're alone. You're in the minority. Nobody believes what you say. What you say is bad. It's awful. It's mean. It's hurtful. That's not the truth. This is love.
Love.
And you're surrounded by it. That's my big vision for this county, is that at some point in the next calendar year, we have a countywide FCA Field of Faith, where there's 1,000 kids, 1,000 student athletes from across Carter County that are there praising and worshiping Jesus, and they get to see the power of God's people, because that's one of my biggest visions, is to bring all these kids and coaches together to be able to do something like that. But we've got a lot of work to do to get there.
Trying to find my bell so I can ring it. Axel bought me a dinger bell.
Did he?
He did.
Thank goodness. You've been too long without the bell.
Oh, well, there's that.
Thank you, sir.
Magnetic calendar.
I like it.
I'm going to find it now, since I was not avoiding you. I was hearing everything you're saying, but it's in here. I want to find it. So, our Presnell, FCA.org. So, once school starts, you're going to start going around all the school campuses?
Yeah, we got to get the fundraising complete. We want to build this house on solid financial foundation. And so I've got to I've got to follow where the Lord leads with the fundraising. and got to get that taken care of, to get funded. And then once we get fully funded, then I can go out and start working that full time. They warned us against having that pull of the flesh of saying, go be with the kids, forget about the fundraising. What if I go to a team and tell them about a camp next summer, right? And say, hey, we're going to give you a scholarship for this. We're going to take care of the cost. And that team comes to me next April and says, hey, we want to go to the camp. And I say, gosh, I'm out of money. We can't do that. It's missions work is a lot like a restaurant. It's got to be open on time, good service, good food. You do those three things, you're going to have a good restaurant.
Amen.
And so for missions work, it's a lot the same. I got to show up on time. I got to have a good product. I've got to be prepared for my job and give these kids good service. And to do that, we need to be financially sound as a missions organization here in this county. So we're working on that right now, but obviously off the side. I've swayed a little bit and made contact, and the contact that I've already had with kids and coaches has just been fantastic. They're yearning for this, and I'm excited to get to work on that as well.
It is tough to be a teenager, a young person in 2026. You and I had lots of challenges and temptations, and we did, still do as adults, but to be a young person in 2026, a grade school, middle school, high school, or even college is, what they're faced with, what they get bombarded with every day is unbelievable.
It is. They're carried around the world 24 hours a day right in their pocket. And that's hard. It's hard. I think about when I was a kid, if I had some type of trouble at school, once the bell rang, I kind of forgot about it and went home, said, I'll get back with that tomorrow. No way. Follows you home. It's in your email. It's in your Snapchats. It's in your social media.
Yep.
It's on your homework. It's on your Chromebook. It's just constantly weighing. And we as adults go through that too, right? Like I used to, we would have had to have made this appointment 3 weeks ago. I'd have written it down on a paper calendar. I'd have maybe talked to you one time since, hey, we're constant contact. So it's the same for adults too, but we're more developed up here to be able to deal with that type of pressure than a teenager. And so to try to take a lot of that negative influence and push it out of the way and replace it with positive, that's the goal.
That's
right?
the goal.
Let's fill you up with the gospel. Let's show you you're not alone. Let's pray for you. Let's pray with you. Let's minister to you. Let's break bread together. Let's just fill you up with positive so that negative just gets shoved to the side. We'll never get rid of it until we die and go to glory and meet Jesus Christ. But while we're here, let's just minimize that. Let's show you the hope in Christ. I love the old hymn. Turn your eyes upon Jesus. If we just walked around all day, just had this thing cracked right here, and I'm just walking around like this all day, next page, like how much better would our day be? We wouldn't see the problems. We'd see that. But we as humans, we're human beings. And so we stray, we turn, and just to remind them like, hey, turn your eyes upon Jesus. Finish the faith, finish the race that he set before you, and just keep running.
That's one of my faves. In fact, I've said that's what I want sung at my funeral. Turn your eyes upon Jesus. Look full in his wonderful face.
Yeah. 100%.
And the things of earth will grow strangely dim in the light of his glory and grace.
Yeah.
I think that's it. But anyway, love it, love it, love it. That's awesome. So that's how they can get a hold of you and say, I got $12 to buy one Bible. I can buy a case, which they come 12 to a case.
Yep.
$144.
Yep.
If you can help out.
Yeah. And
the man's out there
we
in
love
arms and feet for Jesus in these schools.
Yeah.
In Elizabeth and Carter County. Now there is a representative. We got him on fairly frequently, Mr. Clowney, over in Johnson City, Washington County. You got Larry Bible down in Greenville. You got one in Kingsport. So they're all over the place. But we're focusing obviously on Coach P because we love Coach P and Elizabeth and Carter County. So there it is, rpresident@fca.org. That's his email address. Reach out to him. Say, look, I want to get involved. I can give you, what's 12 fives? I can give you $60 a month for 5 Bibles. Well,
fantastic.
In a year's time, it'll be 60 Bibles, 60 kids.
Yep.
And won't it be great if you're saved and you're a believer and you walk in the streets of gold and one day when you're up there, somebody comes up and says, hey, man, thank you because you put enough money in the kitty to give me a Bible and I got saved. I'm up here because of you. Be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
He weaves such a tapestry of truth. I was thinking about that. Like, I'm trying to stretch little strings here and there, and he's just got an innumerable amount of tapestry strings that are they're so interwoven we just want to play our little part, right? Like I just want to, hey, just let me stretch one string, Lord. I'll do this for you. I want to do this for you, not because it's going to earn me anything, but because you love me first. I want to show you I love you back. And so we know we're not saved by works. We know we're saved by faith alone, but let's show that faith, right? And whether it's FCA or SCORE International or whatever organization, hey, invest. Store up in heaven where moth and rust cannot destroy. Like invest in these organizations that are out here doing the work, because it's hard work. I've been doing it for 6 weeks. It's hard work, and it takes a lot to get it done. For example, I got a kid that wants to go to an FCA outdoors camp. It's $300. That takes care of his ammunition for his shotgun, which is awesome. Archery, skeet shooting, rappelling, takes care of his food, takes care of his board for the weekend. Everything's taken care of this kid for the weekend so that they can preach the gospel through outdoor sport. It's $300. That's a steal. But we've got a lot of kids that maybe don't have the $300, or they do have the $300, and we want to show you, no, I want to pay for this. People want you to go to this. People want you to, well, that's fantastic to treat somebody with that type of love, right? But we got to have the $300. And so, again, that's why I'm working so hard on the fundraising right now to get that taken care of.
It's awesome. So if you can help him out, there you go. It's real simple. And so it's FCA getting ready to hit the ground running for the new school year, new athletic gear. You've seen on the countdown up here in the corner, there it is, 43 days till kickoff for high school football. It's hard to believe. It is. Our president at fca.org. We're here, buddy. We're going to help you. I want you here once a month.
Once a month? What about once a week?
Once a week. Once a week. In closing, I say this every time I go out and speak. Talked about this. I was at Sinking Creek Baptist a couple of weeks ago. I said, if you don't hear anything else I say, he is a connected God. He's moving parts and pieces. I didn't know this guy from Adam's House Cat 9 years ago. So I met him. Rest is history. He asked me to do his games. We forged a friendship. Fell in love with these kids. His wife was top shelf. He outpunted his coverage to get her, I can tell you that.
100%.
100%. And then Nicole Man, you're getting ready to see him here in a second. I'll put him on the screen because he's forever entrenched in my brain, Coleman. And so, but he is a connected God, is my point. And how did I know he's going to put our paths crossed? And here we are, 9 years later, sitting at Jeweler's Bench, and you're the FCA missionary, and we got you on the show. And it all started with a inopportune meeting at McAllister's Deli in Johnson City 9 years ago.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Well, if you weren't so tall, I wouldn't have seen you.
If I didn't have to get a refill in tea, you wouldn't have had me. That's how he tapped me on the shoulder, and it started from there.
Hey, fella.
Hey, fella. You want to do my games? Who are you? I thought he was. I immediately looked around and thought, okay, somebody's put him up to this. And I look in the booth. All the Clampetts, the Presles, or the Waltons are all waving at me.
Yeah.
And so it started there, and here we are. And I'm going to help him any way I can. So you'll see him a lot on this show. Unashamedly, we're going to promote the gospel to get in these kids' hands because people need the Lord. In this case, teenagers need the Lord. They're up against it. Unbelievable. The temptations and the pressures they deal with every day.
Well, the parents, too.
Parents, too.
I saw something the other day. Man, it really shook me to my core because I get wrapped around their careers, too. Like, oh, gosh, I want you to do this. I want you to do that. We got to do this. We got to do that. I want you to live up to your potential. Healthy stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. But I saw something, NCAA said that there's like a 0.4% chance that your kid will end up playing college sports. There's a 100% chance your kid will stand before Jesus Christ.
That's it.
We got to keep that priority, right? And so to be out there and be the reminder for parents as well that, hey, sports are a fantastic way to teach your kids how to live by this word as Jesus Christ would have them live, to teach them that salvation comes from him and him alone. And also just to teach them to be a light. Because I tell my kids, that's why you play ball. You're to be a light. That's all you're there for.
The best $70 I ever spent, I sent off for a 30 CD study of Revelation by Charles Stanley. I was listening to it last night. And he talked about, we don't want to accept this, but every one of us is going to stand before him and give an account of our lives, what we said, what we did. And nobody wants to, they just say, whatever. But when you stop and think of that, the very person you would ultimately, if you don't ask him into your heart, you reject him. You have to stand before him and explain that to him. All of us are. Well, no, all of us are. It's in the book. We're all going to give an account. So we got to get that word in these kids' hands and get them saved.
Absolutely.
Period.
I
Love
practice that account every morning. I wonder why me.
Yep.
Why save me.
Yep.
More importantly, even past that, why have me preach your gospel? And I don't know. I just know that's where I'm at today.
That's where you are.
That's all I've got.
And I'm glad I'm in your wagon riding with you. I'm going to help you out, both on this show and help you out financially too, because it's worth it. Worth every penny. If you just get one kid turned, and all these kids dealing with broken homes and busted families and drugs and alcohol and the whole, you know what's out there. If you're watching the show, you deal with it every day. These kids have it coming at them all the time, bombarded. We're going to at least do our due diligence to make a difference. Let's get Coleman in here real quick. I love you, dude.
Please.
Put him in here real quick. There he is. There's the one. How old was he? Let's see, that was 19. That'd have been 7 years ago.
Yeah.
How old was he?
Two.
Sitting on my lap, calling state championship game, sitting on my lap, looking at me the whole time, at least the first half.
Yeah.
So,
if I'd known he was going to put him on TV, we would have put on a new shirt because, like I said, he's still got last night's dinner and toothpaste on his shirt.
Who cares? It's summertime. He's a country boy.
Daddy daycare, summertime.
Now, nobody would ever know that. And they're like, where is it? What is it?
Yo,
so there it is. Let's go.
I think it's pizza.
Pizza and toothpaste.
No, it's wait.
Yeah, it's pizza.
Yeah,
Pizza and toothpaste.
Olive Garden pizza.
Olive Garden pizza.
Black olive.
Or black
No,
olive
no,
and toothpaste.
It's Olive Garden.
Buddy, you don't even know what town.
You
he's
know
in.
where? No,
You don't even know where he's at in the world.
he's just high on life.
He is, man. Hey, you talk about hit a baseball.
Can he cry? Can he stroke
swing
it?
a little bit? He can.
I want to come watch him play. Coleman, put it right here. I'm blessed, folks. This is one of the beauties doing this show. Get to meet folks like this guy and his family. They're top shelf. And the guy coming up next is pretty good too. We like him a lot too. OJT. Love you, brother.
Love you too, man.
Quick break. Back after this from the Jewelers Bench and the Tom Taylor Sports. We're talking to our buddy Sherry Holtzclaw, the owner of the Jewelers Bench, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. E. Newtons. You got a ton of them. Just about E. Newtons, would you please?
I do have a ton of them. They are 14 karat gold filled. They're stretchy. They come in 3 different sizes and easy to wear. You can swim in them. You can work out in them. You can sleep in them. They hold up very well. And there's also a lot of different colors. And then coming soon, I'll be getting the America, the 250 birthday celebration ones in. Hopefully soon. I've been waiting.
Hundreds of them they have. I don't think anybody else anywhere has more E. Newtons than the Jewelers Bench.
Now, usually everybody that comes in is pleasantly surprised with what I have in stock.
Hundreds. I'm not kidding you. Hundreds of E. Newtons here at the Jewelers Bench. Hours are open.
We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and on Saturday, 9:30 to 4.
Social media, how do we find you?
Facebook and Instagram.
And the magic phone number is?
423-542-5600.
So if you want E. Newtons, come here first. I promise you, they got more selection than anywhere else in the Tri-Cities, in my humble opinion. The E. Newtons at the Jewelers Bench, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Senator Craig, you're one of our great sponsors. Christmas Club Savings Account for next year. Tell me about it.
Yes, let's talk about it because now you're going to have 12 months to do this. What better time than right now to open your Christmas Club savings? There's no cost on this. This is just something that we can help you transfer automatic funds, either weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, out of your check. So that way you won't even have to worry about it. And each time that you have that transferred, either you can do it yourself or deposit into this account, or we can have automatic draft set up. That's just convenient for you. And like I said, it's just another sub-account to your savings and checking at Northeast Community Credit Union. So if you have any questions, visit bemycu.org or come in and see us at one of our convenient locations or call 423-547-1200.
And you cut checks when? Next year? October, November? So when you get your checks?
Yes.
Save it up all year?
Yeah, so direct deposit could be your monthly paycheck.
Okay.
And so you can allocate a percentage of that paycheck into the Christmas Club. And that way, when you get to October, November, it's going to be built up. And so it's a great feature, and people love it.
The Christmas Club Savings Account for Christmas 2024
Yes.
from Northeast Community Credit Union, one of our great sponsors of the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Okay, so it was going real good and just went. So what happened? What happens off there? I need to do a blooper reel. Thing happens off there. So we were doing. It was doing so good. What'd you say? I love you too. So we were doing so good. All of a sudden, zing me. That's all right. So hello, Phil Whitaker. Hello, Becky Muncie. Hello, George Young. Again, thanks to Ryan Presnell and JT's in the house. How you doing, sir?
Oh man, life is good. I'm happy to be here.
I like it. Sure.
You like that?
Yeah, it looks
Sam's
good on you.
Club brand. I buy cheap stuff. I'll be honest with you. I do because I'm a messy eater, right? So I get stuff on me. The girls love wiping their hands on me. I don't get that, but I mess up a lot of shirts, and Leslie tells me to buy in bulk, so I do. I probably shouldn't shout out another brand on here, but people love to talk about expensive clothes. I love to talk about how cheap I get stuff because, goodness gracious, I'm rough on clothes.
You're killing me. So the kids like come up to touch you?
Yeah. I don't understand. Emma's the worst. Like, she will eat the greasiest food and be like, "Oh, here, Daddy. I gave you a napkin. What in the world is going on here? Like, why would you use me as a personal napkin?"
You're killing me. Stop.
Yeah, but that's what they do.
Got me crying. That's
Love
good
these
stuff.
kids.
Oh yeah. One of these days, you'll be wishing they'll be putting their hands on some stinky boy.
Oh man,
You don't want that.
Okay,
You don't want to hear that.
I'll be the napkin.
That's it. You'll be the bounty paper towel.
Yeah, for sure.
In a literal sense.
Yep.
Well, anyway, I don't know where you got it. You said Sam's Club. Looks good on you.
Thank you,
there
sir. Appreciate that.
There you go. All right. So, hello, Jimmy down in Georgia. I love it. So, my man Chaz Coleman's no longer at Tennessee Vols. So, what's the story on that? What do you think?
So I've gotten some info like just from the VolQuest people, and apparently this was one of those rare times where it was an amicable breakup. It seemed like Chaz was legit homesick. Tennessee was willing to help him. You know, he did not want to be in Knoxville. His family, they made it as easy as they could on Tennessee. They restructured the NIL deal. He made minimal money. Now he gets to have a fresh start. Tennessee has a fresh start. They didn't break the bank, so to speak. So this seems like one of those that really just was about, he didn't want to be that far away from home. And I get it, you know, that happens sometimes. So kudos to everybody involved for making that as painless as possible.
So, big void now in Tennessee's
Yes,
defense.
for
'Cause
sure.
This guy's a stud.
Yep.
And so Tennessee beat out Ohio State and some of the big boys to get this guy. Brought him in with Jim Knowles from Penn State. Paid him $2 million in NIL money, which he's not going to get all that. He's going to get, what'd you say?
I think 10 grand,
10,000?
something, just of a small percentage of the contract. I mean, like I said, his family, they could have dug their heels in, and Tennessee could have dug their heels in, but I think everybody sensed, and from what I understand, at some point last year, he was playing for Penn State, suffered a concussion, and since then just really hasn't been the same guy. I mean, the concussions, as much as we want to joke about them, they're for real. There's lasting impacts from having a concussion, and it seems like he is dealing with the after effects from that.
So, what's that do with Tennessee's defense? How big a hit is this?
It's a big hit. So we'll see what they do. It seems like what Tennessee has this year is an abundance of linebackers. So do you get creative? Do you try to find a way to get some of your linebackers in a position to rush the quarterback? Do you make them an edge rusher? Do you play 4 linebackers? And what are you going to do? And it seems like, from what I've heard from Jim Knowles, he has really changed his approach, where early it was trying to fit everybody into his system, and now it's more like, how can I put the best product out on the field? So they'll get it figured out. They'll figure out a way to replace the edge rushing if it's another linebacker, if it's somebody that needs to take a step up that we don't even know about yet. They'll get it figured out.
We're here live with the Jewelers Bench. Again, Sherry's going to join us coming up here in a few minutes. They've been busy when we're in here, which is what we like. It's called Commerce, and so she'll be here in a few minutes, do a little show and tell with us. We're excited. Baker's watching. So Baker made a cameo on Monday.
Oh, my.
She came, was on the show Monday. She came, got her tickets we were at the school at Elizabeth and High. She came and got her tickets, and she came and was on the show. So there you go.
Well, good for her.
It's
a good. No, I don't want to sound. I love Lisa, Scotty, Creed.
They're good peeps.
Cam, all the Bakers. I love her mom too.
Yep, Teresa's awesome.
Yep.
I ran into Cam last week over in Johnson City. What a nice guy. Very kind. Said some very kind words about me, and I appreciate that. So here we go. SEC, the easiest schedules and the hardest schedules. I don't totally agree with these, but I'm going to get your take on it. So, because as I go down all these different schools, which I did this yesterday, and all the different teams of who they got to play. All right, let's start with Missouri. They say Missouri's got the toughest schedule. See if you agree. We're going to run down some. I don't know if we'll get all. We can do all of them. We're going to be here for a few minutes. All right, so Missouri has Texas A&M, Texas, at Georgia, Oklahoma, and Ole Miss.
That's definitely tough. The thing that's hard to judge on these are the preseason rankings, because the preseason rankings really aren't going to matter, once we're in. But going into the season, you would think that is a pretty tough schedule right there.
Yeah. On July the 9th, that's all we got to go with right now. So,
right.
Because the rankings are just that. They'll change. But then you got Oklahoma, the second toughest schedule in the SEC. They go to Michigan, to Georgia. They go to Texas. They got Texas A&M and LSU at home, and Georgia on the road.
To me, that seems like it might be a little bit more difficult than Missouri. That's my
exactly what I thought. That's why we got JT on here. By the way, August 13th, be ready. It's the TNT show. T. Duggar football. Joseph Taylor, Tom Taylor, and the Sullivan Central will be our first team we're playing. Sullivan Heights, Sullivan Central. I don't have it in front of me, but that's our first game. August 13th, and then the big boys play in 43 days.
Crazy.
I love it.
Oh, man.
Arkansas, third toughest schedule. They go to Utah, to Texas A&M. You got Georgia and LSU at home.
That's tough as well.
Yeah.
I would still think Oklahoma's is a little tougher than that.
All right, I'm going with you. We'll say that it's going to be Oklahoma. All right. Then you go to Arkansas, which we said. Then we'll go to Florida. Florida goes to Ole Miss. They go to Texas. They got Georgia at home. They got Oklahoma at home. See, none of these are easy.
No.
You go down through these, you think, I think Mississippi State's toughest one of all of them, but that's just me. We'll get to them in a second. Ole Miss has 18th ranked Louisville, 14th ranked LSU. They go to Texas. They go to Oklahoma. They got Georgia at home.
All these are tough for sure. There's no easy schedules in the SEC anymore.
No. You got a 9-game conference schedule.
Yeah.
Mississippi State, number 12 Alabama, at LSU, Oklahoma, Texas, and at Ole Miss.
Tough.
In the Egg Bowl. Texas, who do they play? They've got Ohio State at home, Oklahoma at home. They have Ole Miss at home. They go to LSU, and they go to Texas A&M. That ain't no cream puff.
No, goodness.
Auburn. They come to Knoxville. They'll go to Georgia. They have LSU at home. They have Ole Miss on the road, and they'll be at home against Alabama in the Iron Bowl. Texas A&M, LSU, Alabama, Oklahoma, Texas. 3 of those are on the road. They go to LSU. A&M goes to Alabama. They go to Oklahoma.
That's going to be tough for them.
Mm-hmm. South Carolina. They say it's the 10th toughest schedule in the league. Alabama there, Oklahoma there, Texas A&M in Columbia, and Georgia in Columbia. So, as we said, every one of these have an argument going, gosh, and every fan base can say, man, we got a tough schedule, and they do. Tennessee, number 4 Texas at home, number 12 Alabama at home. They go to College Station and play A&M. They have Lane and the boys coming in November from LSU.
Yeah, I think Tennessee is probably trending towards a 7-5, 6-6 type year, just because we don't know how things are going to shake out at the quarterback position. We're going to have a young guy either way, so it's going to be tough.
So you go fan base 7.566 for Josh Heupel. What happens? Does he get turned up?
Maybe going into the next year, but I don't think that there's any. I don't see him losing his job regardless of what happens this year. I feel like he's on a 2-year plan. We need to see whoever wins the job, can they maintain the quarterback job, and then next year there may be some heat turned up a little bit.
So you're okay with him 7-5 and 6-6 this year?
I think that's probably where we're headed.
All right. So Georgia, 14th toughest schedule. They've got Oklahoma at home. They go to Alabama, and they go to Ole Miss, which is So they say the easiest schedule in the league is Alabama. Ironically enough, they have Georgia at home. They have Texas A&M at home. They go to LSU. They said so.
And probably the reason for that being Alabama plays Tennessee and Auburn as 2 of their 3 full-time opponents, and neither Tennessee and Auburn, neither one really projected to do a whole lot this year.
Let's break down the schedule. I want to get down. We're talking to our buddy JT. Tell me about Ivy Hall Nursing Home, would you please?
Yes, sir. Ivy Hall, we're accepting short-term residents that come in and need some rehab, physical therapy, occupational therapy, or speech therapy. We also do long-term. So if you come in and realize that you can't make it home, we can transition to long-term care. All of our beds are dual certified for short-term or long-term, and we'd love to have you come in and do some rehab with us and hopefully get you home. But if not, you can stay with us as long as need be. Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Furman, open things up on September the 5th. W or
I got a win there.
All right. You've got Georgia Tech in Atlanta.
I think that's going to be a tough game, but I think I go with the Vols.
All right, 2-0. Kennesaw State 3-0. Then starts getting deep. The water getting deep. So we're going to jump in and go Texas at home.
Loss.
Okay. You've got Auburn and Knoxville.
Big game, but I got the Vols.
I think that's the key to the season for me. Auburn's got the new coach. They did very well in the transfer portal.
Yep.
There's a lot of hype in Auburn, so they're coming to Knoxville. You're taking the Vols.
I got the Vols.
Alabama or Arkansas there.
Another big swing game, but I've got the Vols because Arkansas is also bringing in a new coach.
Okay. Alabama, Knoxville.
Loss.
Okay. Tennessee and South Carolina.
I got Tennessee in that one.
All right. Kentucky coming to Knoxville.
I got the Vols.
All right. You've got Tennessee going to Texas A&M.
Loss.
Okay. Got LSU coming to Knoxville.
Loss.
Okay. And you wrap things up with Tennessee going to Vanderbilt.
Ooh. I got the Vols because Vandy's going to be breaking in a new quarterback. So are we. Hopefully we can win that one.
There you go.
So 8-4.
You got them 8-4. So
a couple swing games,
Trap games are Arkansas and Auburn for me. So
for sure.
Maybe South Carolina, but they're going with Sellers. If he's still there or not hurt and banged up, at that point in the season they got a chance. Otherwise, I think Tennessee can get him in Columbia. But for me, the Auburn game at home and the Arkansas game there,
for sure,
are big
games.
Big games. We always call them trap games, but we'll see. So, what else going on?
This is kind of the doldrums, right? We're kind of. I'm not a huge Major League Baseball guy. I love Evan Carter, keeping up with him, but I can't really talk a lot of Major League Baseball. So right now for me, it's just we got to get the football.
Were you World Cup in any at all?
I was into the World Cup. We watched the U.S. each time they played, and we're disappointed the other night. I won't be as invested going forward, But I'll keep up. Maybe just even looking at scores, but I would be all in if the U.S. was in.
Yeah. So you didn't lay an egg because the United States lost.
That was bad.
It was bad. 4-1, they laid an egg, I should say.
They sure did.
And so,
oh my goodness,
it was. You talking about having a perfect storm, perfect scenario, and in our country,
mm-hmm.
And Trump called and got the guys, got the ban lifted from FIFA. Or at least he made a strong suggestion to get another look, and they did. And then Belgium still beat us.
That was the time. That was the time for the U.S. to maybe capitalize on some momentum to get the sport built up and get the whole nation watching. The ratings were through the roof, and then boom, you play like that. You act like you never even been on the pitch before.
Yeah, the goalie.
Oh my goodness gracious!
And I don't know anything about soccer, and I thought Good night.
So Leslie had just walked out of the room when that happened, and I was like, Belgium just scored, and she's like, how? And I was like, I don't even think I could describe this to you accurately. I was like, you're just gonna have to watch the replay. And she watched, and she's like, well, I'm glad you didn't try to describe all that, because I don't. What do you call that?
I'm not sure what it was. I'm not sure he knew what it was. No, he was he was a lost ball in high weeds. He knew what was going on. The goalie,
lost ball in high weeds.
Bless his heart. Yeah, he was out on the island all by himself. And
never where you want to be.
No,
in soccer.
If you're a goalie in soccer, you don't want to be out.
He was so far from the goal.
Oh,
and then like I'm not a soccer expert, and I didn't know the rules. But like the commentators were like, well, he was so far out he couldn't touch the ball with his hands. I was like, that does not seem like where you want to be as a goalie, where you can't touch the ball with your hands. So.
Soccer 101, you get back and guard the net.
Yeah,
guard the box. That's what you're there for. Not out there grazing around looking. So, yeah, that did not go well. And so they're talking about revamping the entire roster for the next go round, but it was a disappointing finish to say the least. And of course, Messier scored another goal.
Oh yeah,
Argentina. He's got 8 goals now in the World Cup, and so this guy is. The rock star.
He's the real deal. They said that the U.S. so the guy that was supposed to stop the ball between after the goalie, he was 40 years old. I'm thinking, we're really throwing 40-year-olds out there? That's like I'm 42. Like is that all? Is that really? Is that the best we can do? Is put a 40-year-old out there?
Is that all we got?
Yeah.
There you go.
So
anyway. We've got NFL getting ready to crank up. Of course, college football getting ready to hit the ground. So right now, at this point, July 8th, who would you say is the number 1 team in the country? Your preseason pick.
Oh, Tom, I was not expecting this. I should have probably done a little bit more research, but I feel like you're probably always safe to go with the Georgia being tough. They'll always be good on defense. Their quarterback was this his 3rd year?
Mm-hmm.
I would lean towards the Bulldogs
right.
at this stage.
Ohio State
is always going to be good. You know that.
There's a chip on the shoulder in Bloomington. Indiana's not being picked to repeat, and so
I don't see them repeating. I think I believe that their quarterback just was so good. I don't see them being able to replicate that. Notre Dame is going to be tough. I mean, given their schedule and all that, they'll be in the playoff if they just don't lay 3 eggs. You know.
Let's do that real quick. I want to pull this up, and you already talked about Ivy Hall, but I want to pull up what a patsy schedule Notre Dame has, or at least I think they do. I could be wrong. Notre Dame football schedule. Where are you? Notre Dame football. You never want to pull up when I'm live when I need you to pull up when I want you to pull up. It never works that way. Notre Dame football schedule. We'll just type it in.
There it is. Second thing.
There it is. Thank you. All right. So, open up with Wisconsin.
That is a little tough. That might be the toughest game they have. I'm not sure.
Rice.
That's a win.
Michigan State.
Win.
Okay. You got going to Purdue.
Win.
Going to North Carolina.
That's tough, but it's a win.
Stanford at home.
Win.
At BYU.
Win.
At Navy.
Win.
Miami at home.
Okay, there's their toughest game of the year.
Yeah. Miami, Florida in South Bend.
In South Bend, though, so that's good for them.
Boston College.
Win.
SMU.
Win.
Syracuse.
Win. Yeah.
There you go.
So they'll be in the playoff.
Yeah.
We'll see what they do after that.
So you put that up against any of the SEC.
I mean, it's not comparable at all. It's not. It doesn't seem right. I feel like the college football playoff committee had a chance to really make Notre Dame choose a conference. They didn't do it. So now Notre Dame's going to do what Notre Dame does.
There you go.
Yep.
Baker says at 40, I can't take a fall like I could many years ago. I didn't know she was 40.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. As a 42-year-old, I can say that a 40-year-old probably does not need to be playing in the World Cup. Like I'm not trying to be an ageist or whatever, but like I could.
An ageist?
Yeah,
I've never heard that.
Yeah,
that's a new term, an ageist.
So
age does matter when
it matters.
Play soccer at 40.
There's no way that guy is the best defenseman that we could find. Like if it is, we just need to cut the program. Yeah, like if that's the best that we can throw out there,
shut it down.
Shut the whole thing down.
Turn the lights out. Let's go home.
Yeah.
If we get best one gets a 40-year-old goalie.
And yeah, that was rough.
I'm still tore up about how your kids paw all over your wife after they eat. They come in for
It doesn't. and we're like, Emma, like, you have a napkin? We have. We've got
Paper
perfectly
towels.
working sinks that you can wash your hands. But no, Daddy's shirt just seems, or my pants, like, eh. So that's why I buy cheap clothes.
That's it, because it's
Then you're not so heartbroken when it gets ruined,
Get
because
fingers and
inevitably it will get ruined.
grease prints on them.
And this shirt right here, she could wipe her hands. No one would know if it was greasy. It's got 7 different patterns,
and listeners, tomato sauce.
Yeah.
Coleman came in and had his pizza sauce from last night on his shirt. Do you think he cared? No. Do you think
I noticed he
cared?
had 2 different socks on. That was hilarious.
He did have 2 different
Yeah.
socks? I didn't see that part. He had toothpaste and pizza sauce on his shirt.
At least he brushed his teeth,
That's it. And who cares?
Yeah, it's summertime.
He's a kid.
Yep.
Absolutely, he's a kid. Who cares? All right. Always a treat.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me, as usual.
Leslie Honey Coffee Cake. Remember, it's been about 2 or 3 months. It's about time. I got some for my birthday. That was 60. Look, she did show up.
Oh my!
So that was 60 days ago
Yes,
when I
sir.
got the coffee cake. So I need to have one about every quarter.
Okay.
Every 3 months.
I'll put the bug in her ear.
That's it. August 13th, you be ready?
I'll be ready.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
We'll have you on before then.
Yes, sir.
We
Sounds
love
good.
this guy. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Joseph Taylor, Ivy Hall Nursing Home.
Thank you, sir.
Love him.
Love you, brother.
Love you too. Be right back after this on the Tom Taylor Sports.
Hey there, neighbors. Todd Houston here with the Elizabethan Church of Christ, wishing you a very happy new year and a wildly successful 2026. I'd like to invite you to come and get to know our family here at Elizabethan as we are seeking to be more like our Lord every day. We're no perfect people, but we're a people that love the Lord and love you. We'd love to get to know you. If you'd like to join us, our times are at 10 and 11 a.m. on Sunday, 6:30 p.m., and then again Wednesday evening at 7. You can find us on Facebook or at elizabethancoc.org.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
Millions of dollars of furniture in stock right now. Are you tired of hearing what you want is sold out? We have the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the area. We receive truckloads every day of special buys ready for you to pick up today or have delivered. Come get your new furniture at Cannon's Furniture in downtown Elizabethton.
Why shop at the Jeweler's Bench?
Because we're a hometown store with full service, expertise. We offer everything from custom design to watch batteries to ring sizing to jewelry repair. Everything's done under one roof.
One stop. You have watches, you have pearls, you have E. Newtons, you have Pandora, you have the Naked Bee lotion line, if you will. You have something truly for everybody, correct?
We do, yes.
Talk about kids' jewelry. Talk about it real quick.
Yeah, we have earrings, bracelets, a few rings, and the kids' stuff.
Yep.
So, I mean, you can spend anywhere from $5 up to however much you want to spend.
Yep.
We've got a good range.
How do we find you on social media?
Facebook and Instagram
How do we find you on the telephone? The number is?
is 423-542-5600.
And the hours you are open?
Is Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and on Saturdays, 9:30 to 4.
Springtime, summertime, anytime's a good time to shop at the Jeweler's Bench and Elizabethan, proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show, and Elizabethan Cyclone Sports at the Jeweler's Bench. We're back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. I am so tickled pink that she came. Saw her last night at Chick-fil-A. I said, "Hey, George, would you come be on the show?" "Well," I said, "you won't be here long. Just come talk. I want to brag on you." The Big A. Back in the day, we called the Big A because she's a tall girl and she can play the game, volleyball. Thanks for coming, by the way, first off.
No problem.
Yeah, get that up a little bit closer. There
yeah.
you go. Thank you. So, playing volleyball, this will be, you're going into what year now?
My sophomore year.
Gosh, Hard to believe. Sophomore, you're majoring in
Engineering.
engineering. So
Yep.
she's a volleyballer. So she plays at Marable University, the Lady Fighting Scots.
Yep.
So starting a new conference and a new league, going with the SAA, which I'll have to do research. I don't know much about that, but you told me the big rival is
Barry.
down in Georgia.
Yeah.
That's going to be the biggie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were in the Final Four last year.
Oh, in the country?
For D3, yeah.
D3?
In the NCAA tournament.
Really?
Yep.
So they are the real deal. Okay.
Yeah.
So you played at Elizabethton,
Mm-hmm.
scholarship to Marable. So the difference between high school volleyball and college volleyball, what's the difference?
High school volleyball, I feel like it's more. I feel like a lot of it is like trying to get better, but whenever you're in college, I feel like even though you're still trying to get better, everyone that's there wants to be there and everyone wants to like push you to get better. But I feel like in high school, it's more like on your own if you really want to.
I got you.
Yeah.
So you're self-driven in high school, but in college, or in this case, university, you're on the
Mm-hmm.
team. Everybody's good. Everybody's expecting to get better.
Yeah.
Starting with the coach, and of course you're self-driven too. There,
Mm-hmm.
so that's neat. So you have teammates on the Marable team from all over the place, right?
Yeah.
Geographically.
There's a girl from like Puerto Rico. There's a lot of people from Florida. There's a girl from Kentucky, girl from California. We have a lot of people from North Carolina, but there's only like 2 from Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's hard to mesh when you got somebody that's a Puerto Rican, which is in essence an international player. Is it hard to kind of gel and mesh with girls from all over the place, or not?
I feel like just like it's not that hard. I feel like we all get along pretty well because like we don't know anyone before we get there, and then we all just kind of mesh because like you don't know anyone. Like you had to like all start brand new. So
The speed of the game, is it more? Is that the right English? More speed? Oh, didn't sound right. More
faster.
Fast.
Yeah.
Thank you. Faster.
Yeah.
In college.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
And of course, they can jump out of the gym in college. They some can in high school, but in college, all the outside hitters can get up, can't they? They can. Look,
Yeah.
a lot of them are looking down on the net when they hit. So it's really cool. So what do you do in the summer to get better? I mean, I know you're off right now, but you're probably still working out. What's the coach want you to do to get better this summer?
It's a lot of conditioning. It's a lot of it's quite a bit of running for a volleyball player, and then lots of just like basic weight training. But a lot of it is like single, like if that makes sense, like single arm, single leg to like, and it's a lot of like ankle stability stuff, and like be able to like jump and like doing plyos. But then also when we go down for like camps over the summer, like we all work together and like practice to make sure that we're keeping up with like our speed and everything.
If you watch, we'll be streaming the first Cyclone. It's an inter squad coming up on the 30th. If you watch volleyball, I mean, you guys are jumping. In this case, ladies, I say guys, but you ladies are jumping up and down. Taking a pounding on your ankles for probably what's a match last? 90 minutes sometimes, 2 hours.
Sometimes 2 hours, yeah. If it goes to 5.
So you got to have strong ankles.
Yeah.
To say the least, and so you work on getting your ankles stronger, and then your arms. Again, you're cranking up to hit the ball because you're on the front, aren't you?
Yeah, middle.
Yeah. So you look across the net. There's a girls taller than you because you're a pretty tall girl.
Mm-hmm.
There are people taller.
There are some, yeah.
Wow. So it's a fun sport. I got the honor to call her games back a couple of years ago. So what was, looking back over Elizabeth, and what was the big thrill for you, a big game, a big moment that you'll always treasure playing volleyball for the Cyclones?
There was there's one time we beat Greenville at home, and like that was pretty big because it was in the conference tournament, I think, and then we jumped in the pool afterwards.
Did you really?
That was a big thing. Like I think that was my junior year that we jumped in the pool like about like 2 or 3 times.
So that's
after big wins.
When you win big games, you jump in the pool.
Yeah.
Inside our swimming pool, it's an indoor pool.
That's what we did a lot.
Yeah. For those of you out of state watching, we have a pool indoors at the high school, which is right down the hall from the gym. So when you win, Everybody went in and jumped in with their clothes on into the pool and went bananas because that's a big deal. So it was beating Greenville at home in the tournament. That's awesome. And what's been a big one for you so far at Maryville?
A really big win for us is whenever we were away at Asbury, because Asbury was like number 1 in our conference, and then we went and beat them in 5 one time. But that was like a big win for us. And then we ended up going to 5 again with them in the conference tournament, and it was like the championship, our conference championship, but we ended up losing in 5. That was really bad, but we won one time.
So you're down now. You report back to school when?
August 11th.
Got some downtime. So, which, wow, today's the 9th. You got about a month left before you have to go back in. And I guess since it's a fall sport, when you get there, you'll hit the ground running, won't you?
Oh, yeah. We have to move in, and then we have to do, we have to get, evaluated by, the trainers and everything before we can start practicing. But then we immediately, we have media day one night, and the next morning at 6 a.m. we have practices.
There you go. We start early.
Yeah.
Hit the ground. What's coach's name?
Brianna Laskowski.
Laskowski? Yeah. So that's awesome. So I wanted to come be on the show, and she's done a wonderful job. Your major is?
Engineering.
Engineering. I love that. Isn't that cool? Is there a particular electrical or civil? Have you decided yet?
I have not decided yet because I can't really decide yet until I go to UT because I'll transfer to UT to finish out engineering school. But I was thinking more like civil.
Civil engineering.
Yeah.
Maybe George Wilbur. We called her in high school
Big A.
The Big A. So, which was a compliment because she was taller than all the other girls and could play. Ooh, when you made a kill, you hurt people. It went back across the net. She could do it. And we loved calling her game. So, thank you for coming.
Yeah, no problem.
I appreciate you very much. I told you it wasn't going to be, I don't know. I said, yes, you can do this. Just talk. Just talk about your team, talk about you. And so we're glad you're doing so well. Very proud of you. And keep up the good work.
Thanks.
You got it. Ava George, Wilbur, Elizabeth and Cyclone now. Maryville University Lady Fighting Scotland, the volleyball team by scholarship, I might add. All right, quick break. Back after this. She's here. We've been waiting to get her on the show because it's been busy. And she's here. Sherry's next on the Tom Taylor Sports.
Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabeth with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit T-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brumman Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brumman Sports Shop, downtown Elizabeth, and Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummanSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton. The Eagle Center, downtown Elizabethton, great antique store. Why come shop at the Eagle Center?
We just have so many unique things that tell a story, that add character to your home and conversation, and there's something new to look at every single day. Every time you come in, you won't see the same thing twice, and it's just a good place to shop for those unique gifts.
What's the saying you always use, the cliche?
Things tell a story when people no longer can.
That's it.
We have a building full of things that are just dying to tell stories.
Absolutely. 2 floors, over 50 vendors. Hours are open.
We're open 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday.
Closed on Sundays for the Lord's Day.
That's right.
And you have gift cards too, right?
We have gift cards available.
Yep. The Eagle Center, downtown Elizabeth, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Be loyal, buy local, and shop at the Eagle Center in downtown Elizabethton.
Thank you, Tom.
In the house she is. Got her on on the show finally. It's been busy. I like it.
It has been busy.
What I didn't ask because I was talking to other people. What all some of the folks getting and doing?
Repairs, batteries, and then we've sold some Pandora
Love it.
and some E Newton, of
So
course.
those little girls were buying some Newton when he came in.
Yep.
I said little girls, little high school girls. So I don't guess I've been coming in here how many years? Since
What?
back before COVID. But my point is, I don't think I've ever come in and done a show that's not at least one person's come in to get a watch battery replaced. You guys do a ton of watch batteries.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, and it's great.
Yeah.
You want to do it, but
I do. You know, it don't matter if it's $10 or if it's $2,000. I mean, it all matters.
the last month I was in there, a young lady brought in probably not an outdated, but an older Timex watch. And she said, I've had this for years, and I like it, and the battery went out on it. So it can be a Hot Rod brand new watch or a Timex.
Yeah.
You have watch batteries about everybody, don't you?
Oh, yeah, we do.
So, and John does jewelry repair. He's been back here working since we walked in the door, so he's making it work. So she said, I brought you a favorite one, so she probably figures I'm going to buy one of these.
No, I'm not going to sell you one today.
Well, your sister would if she was here.
Well, she would, but
Yeah, but you're not. But these look good. So, countdown to Christmas. You don't want to know this.
no, I don't.
You don't even want me to say?
No.
Okay. Well, it's inside of 170 days. So, anyway, people can come in and lay away now for Christmas. Why would you not come in here and pay a little bit along the way? And that way you don't get hit with 2 or 3 big payments come fall, right?
Yeah,
So
makes it
you
a little bit easier.
Yeah. Policy is real simple. What's a layaway?
As long as you're making a monthly payment, you take as long as you need.
How much you put down?
About 20%.
20% down and make a monthly payment?
Yeah.
Can't beat it. All right, so here we go. Yeah, I do like these. You're not very nice to bring these over here, but that's okay. I like them. So, because I got both arms full of, well, we do this every time. There's one arm. There's the other arm. All jewelers' benches, and I love them. So, all right, this one goes for $150. Tell me about this one, would you please? Again, tell them what you always tell them about the camera.
The camera does not do it justice.
Right. Always looks
Everything is prettier in person.
There's a country song right there. Everything's prettier in person. Here we go. Tell me about this.
So this is a stainless steel, and it is kind of like an ID bracelet. Not really, but it can be engraved. And it's, what, 150?
150. So
Yep.
there's that.
And links can be taken out. It is adjustable.
I'm making the assumption this is for guys, right? Or can ladies get this too?
I mean, mainly for guys, but I mean, I guess if a lady wanted to wear it,
Sure. Okay, now this one is a leather. Let's see what this is called. A stainless steel chevron design, blue leather magnetic. Tell us about this one, please.
so it is, like you said, leather, blue, and it has a magnetic clasp. So
I'll break it. I know me.
I think you won't break it, but
Oh, yes. You don't know me, yes. But that is, so you can
and
tear
it
up an
goes
anvil.
for
135.
yeah.
So very pretty, very nice. So there's those. Okay, let's go to these. This one is, I'll let you describe this one. The price point on this one will be $75. Tell us about this one.
So this one is a black bracelet, and it can be adjustable also. There's one little link you can take out of it to make it fit,
I'm not going to do that either. So
and it's kind of a magnetic clasp too.
you want to tell what happened Monday when I came in? That's why I'm not going to open these up. You want to tell what I came in and needed help with?
Your bracelet getting it put back on.
It fell off, and I'm trying everything. You were trying to put one on. I couldn't put it on. I thought, I'm in the vicinity. I stopped by, and I walked in and said, can you put this on my arm? She was eating lunch. She said, well, yeah. Customer service at Jewelers Bench.
That's right.
And she did, and I was right back out the door. So I'm not about trying to open these up. This one goes for $120. Tell us about this one.
So this one's a black leather one with yellow tone accents.
Very nice. So this one's got some bling to it, some flash, if you will. These don't necessarily, but they're very nice nonetheless for guys. So there's those. Now we get into these. These are necklaces, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Here we go. So these are Velcro strips. take that one loose too. Dearest. All right, there we go. This one goes for, price point is $150. Tell us about this one, please.
So this is a black stainless steel plate, and it is a curb chain, curb link.
Okay, what does that mean?
And it's just the design of the link is a curb design, and it's 22 inches.
22
and it's
inches.
kind of a matte finish.
Okay. For what I say it was 75? Nope, 150. All right. There's that one. Let's go.
This one's a Figaro that he's going to show next.
Yep. Okay, there's that one, and the price point on this will go
150.
150. And a Figaro. That was a curb. This is a Figaro.
Yep.
So, and again, as she said, looks prettier in person. And that's right there for $150. Okay. And we have this one, which is gold. It's a gold cross, and this one retails for $120. All right. You got this in silver too, or can get it in silver?
I probably can get it in silver, but this one is a stainless steel gold plate.
Let's try this right here real quick, see if this will do it any better. There you go. Shows it a little bit better with the black background. Very nice. Okay. It's Show and Tell with Sherry. So there you go. That's the new segment. Show and Tell with Sherry.
Tell with Sherry.
There you go.
And then here's a couple of, I don't know what design you call
Little chains.
that, but it's got some kind of like a line looking thing on it, I guess.
Oh, it's a line. Yep. There
Yeah.
you go.
It's $54 stainless steel.
Okay, and the one on this side, I'll show them both here. This is a,
So that one's kind of like a dog tag, but not really a dog tag. But you can engrave it. Just kind of a different design.
and these go for
So that one's 54.
54, and this one goes
And the other
for
one's 71.
71. So let me show these up close. So there's the line one, and there's one that's got the regular square on it. So as we were talking about. And so there you go. That one goes for 71, and the line goes for 54. It'll look better in person. You come in here and see it for yourself in person. So, got all kinds of goodies here. Look at this one. This one
This is 100 and goes for 120. It's a North Star compass pendant.
never seen this before. Let me put it up here so I can do this. You can see it a little bit better with that black background. There you go. Hey, I figured it out.
It's pretty.
A North Star necklace. How much again?
120.
120. Yep, 120. Here at the jeweler's bench. All right.
And this is a stainless steel necklace with a black agate. And it's 60.
$60. Let me show you this one here. Very nice for $60 here at the jeweler's bench. Again, if you want to lay away for Christmas, 20% down, make a monthly payment, which would make it August, September, October, November, December. So you got to put down 20%, make 5 payments, and it's yours. So I bet you, have you been to the sale yet to get Christmas stuff?
Going at the end of the month.
See, we can snicker and laugh if we want to, but it's coming.
It's coming.
We got to be ready for it. So, and she will be. Black Friday. Every time they have a Black Friday sale, she blows it out the door. So, and
I've already picked out some of that.
I see. I knew that.
Yeah.
Put her right here. I knew that. She's on it all the time.
I'm a little early this year, so.
That's why she's so successful at this business, because they jump on it. So okay, let's talk about that one right there.
So.
You can take it out.
Yeah, because I can't see it.
$90.
And these probably run anywhere from 90 to 150. These
one.
are all crosses. So that one's stainless steel chevron finish on the cross.
Love it. $90. Every guy should have if you're a believer, everybody should have a cross. Advertising the Lord.
This one is a kind of like a cutout. It's pretty sure this is silver, yeah. And that one would be $60.
$60. All right. Very nice. That's in the middle of it is empty. Looks like it's black middle, but it's not. So that goes for 60. Love it. Okay.
This is a black polished hammered cross.
Love it.
It's $99.
$99. Okay.
This one has CZs in it. It's $99.
A little bling to it.
Yeah.
This guys or girls? Either?
Guys.
Guys? These are all guys. Okay. $99 for that. Okay. Crosses.
This one has brushed carbon fiber in the middle.
Okay.
And it's $120.
Sorry, check the price. Good. $120. There you go. We'll let her run and do it.
And then that one's $120.
$120 for that one. Okay, that's gold. So, we got more. I thought we was going to do.
Well, I wanted to show these. These are fairly new.
Okay.
We've had them for a little while, but since we don't really do a lot of men's stuff. But this is tantalum wedding bands. So this is a better option, I feel like, instead of doing like tungsten or one of the other alternative metals, because this one is more pliable and they're easier to cut off if you need them cut off. So I just really like these. But these run anywhere from $159 to they can go up to over $700. Just depends, but I don't think I have anything in here over $700. So
you want to do it individually or just do them?
You
Show
don't
them
have
as a
to.
group?
We just show, like for instance, this one
Okay.
would be $589.
$589. Okay, where'd I go? Back up here.
Yep.
Okay. Here's one's a little different. It's got a brown.
Yeah, you can do the wood.
That's wood.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep, it's got wood in the middle, so you can still have that look. A lot of the tungsten ones have that look too, but that one's $478.
Okay. Let's try this one.
That one's kind of got
A little bling to it.
Mhm.
Now you sell the silicone bands too, right?
We do.
Yeah, for the guys.
Yeah.
So if you want to go that route, but we're going this route today because I like these. I would, not that I'm hitched up, but if I was,
No.
I wouldn't wear silicone. I'd wear a regular ring.
That one's a hammered one.
There you go. This price point on this is
That one is $478.
$478. So these are very, very affordable, to say
Yes.
the least. Let's pull this one out right here.
This one is $589.
Okay. Prettier in person. Gives you an idea. And then
And a lot of the tungsten, just another point to make, a lot of the tungsten is plated. So, if you scratch it, you can see the metal underneath it. And with these, you've got the same color all the way through the ring.
this is all silver.
No, it's tantalum.
There you go. Tantalum means
It's $478.
$478. Tantalum. What is
Tantalum.
tantalum?
It's a newer metal that they've been doing.
Okay. Oh, there it is. See at the bottom. Tantalum.
Yep.
There you go. So all these are choices for wedding bands for guys. We've had crosses. We have necklaces for the gents. So if you want to, we can take a break. You want to go grab some watches or whatever else, E-Newtons, whatever else you want to do, we can do that.
Okay.
Because we're here for her. This is why we're here, to promote. We go to different places. Tomorrow we'll be at Food City in Gray. Guess what we'll be promoting? Groceries tomorrow. So we'll take a quick break. We'll come right back. She'll grab some more stuff, and we'll let her do that right after this. And we'll do that right here.
Hey, it's your girl Mayani. A little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Cobb salad is the chicken. Literally, the nuggets, they smack. When you put those nuggets in the salad, it just brings the salad to life. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Hi, I'm Jasmine. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A market salad is that the chicken is super juicy and the apples can be a little tangy, also a little sweet as well. So there's just a ton of different flavors. It's just so good.
Therapy Services, great sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Why Physical Therapy Services? A lot of folks out there that do what you do. Why PTS?
Nobody does it the way that we do it. There are other people out there that say that they are, and I want to air quote, sports PTs. There's no one out there that is truly a sports physical therapy clinic. We've been in business since 1980, and we continue to be in business after people have been bought and sold, folded. The reason why we continue to stay in business is twofold. Number one, we're a little crazy, which is fun. But number two, and the most important thing, is we always take care of the patient first. You take care of the patient first. This is what my dad always taught me. You take care of the patient first, everything else will fall into place.
Locations? Where do you have locations?
1975 West Elk Avenue. That's where my clinic is, where I work primarily. And then we have a pediatric location as well at the Medical Care Building at 1500 West Elk Avenue.
Physical Therapy Services. Last question, real quick. What's the phone number?
423-543-0073.
Physical Therapy Services, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're talking to our buddy Dr. Eric Carter from Lingerfeld Drug Center, one of our proud sponsors of the show and Cyclone Sports. A lot of pharmacies out there, a lot of drugstores out there. Why, in your humble opinion, should we come and trade at Lingerfeld Drug Center?
Yes, I think our customers are our family. We treat people how I'd want my family to be treated. And that's, we can come in after hours for you if you need, or deliver to you. I think we just go the extra mile. A lot of times at a big chain or something, if you need a refill and it's out of refills, it's too bad. But we'll call the doctor, send them messages, and keep bothering them until they get them sent in to us. So we want to do everything we can to make sure our customers have their medicine and are happy.
Customer service, folks. Again, Lingerfeld Drug Center down here beside Carter County Bank in downtown Elizabethton. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. She's been moving around picking up some stuff. So let's do this.
So we're going to show these because, we just celebrated our 250th year.
Oh, man, I like those. That's beautiful.
Yeah. So Pandora done these charms.
Let's see if I can do it like this and show you the charms with the back. There you go.
So the flag is yellow plated. It's not showing very good, but it is pretty in person. It's $105.
Okay.
And then the one with the star is, and it's got USA on the little disc behind the star. It's $95.
And then it says USA.
Yeah.
And diamonds. It's hard to see on this. Pretty in person. Come see it. So there you go. Right there. Put it up front. There you go. Doesn't really do it justice, but come in and see that. It's all in a bracelet. Very nice. From the jeweler's bench. Okay.
And then we have the silver ones. These two are splittable, so you get two for $90.
Okay. Let's put that right where they can see that.
And then
Spread them out there a little bit. They still stay together, but let's do this.
So it's one has a flag on the heart, and the other one has USA on the heart.
Mm-hmm. Price on this again is
$90.
Very nice. So.
And then there's a eagle.
Oh, I didn't see the eagle. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
Nope, got to show them the eagle. Eagle has flown. So let's put that right here. Big fat fingers don't work too good doing little dainty jewelry, but that's all right. Just come in and see it for yourself, please.
So, and that one's $90.
Yeah. So there's that. Okay.
And then we have, if you still need red, white, and blue E-Newtons, we have all those too. But we're going to do some summery ones because I'm still enjoying summer.
Absolutely, all the way to September. Nobody has more E-Newtons, I'll challenge, than
place right here, Jewelers, but they got them everywhere. My granddaughter came here and said, "Granddad, they got all kinds of them." So there's one, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of these stands full of bracelets. Girls came in today and bought some.
They did.
They were in here when I was setting up for the show. They bought some. Heard them say they wanted some summertime looks, and this is summertime looks, right?
Yep, it is. You got like the turquoise. You got the bubblegum pink. This one is sherbet color. You got the white and the light blue.
Mm-hmm.
And these are all good.
Go zoom in, let you see them a little bit closer. Price point on these.
So they go from it looks like about $16 and up.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say the most expensive, just guessing, don't quote me on it, but $28 maybe the most expensive on here.
Mm-hmm. 28
yeah,
bucks.
All the summer colors.
Summer colors, E. Newtons, here at the Jewelers Bench. I'm going to set this. I'm going to hold the mic, and you're going to look over your right shoulder and put it back up there so I don't spill them. Because I know what I can do. I can, like a bull in a china shop, I am. So that gives you an idea, folks. There's a whole store full of goodies, but we've hit on some of the highlights here to do just that, highlight the store. So the hours you're open.
We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and then on Saturdays, 9:30 to 4.
You're constantly putting things out on social media. How do we find you?
On Facebook and Instagram.
And your phone number to call
is 423-542-5600.
Let's plug John. He does jewelry repair. Tell us what all he can do for folks.
So he can remount your stones. He can custom design. He can do prongs. He can weld. He can size your rings, restring pearls. I mean, you name it, he'll do it.
Yep. If you're bringing some heirloom jewelry or something that's near and dear to your heart and want something fixed or tweaked or whatever, just bring it in and see if he can help you. 9 times out of 10, he can.
Yeah, he can.
He's really talented. And there's very few guys or people, I guess they're all guys, maybe not, but very few people still doing jewelry repair in the Tri-Cities, and John's one of them. So keeps him hopping. Does a lot.
Yes,
like
it does.
Like this right here. That's cute.
Yeah, isn't that pretty?
This goes for $52. Get up there. Prettier in person. Those are an E. Newton with pearls and little gold beads on it. Very nice. You're getting busy. You need to go back to work. So we'll let you go.
Never stops.
Never stops. We like that.
That's right.
Because they're and in closing, am I right? You got them coming in from Johnson City, Gray, Greenville, Jonesboro, Kingsport.
I had one come in from Concord, North Carolina this morning.
Concord, North Carolina, folks. You know why? Because it's the Jewelers Bench. All right, go to work, dear. Thank you. I know you got people waiting on you, so we'll let her do that. She does a wonderful job. We appreciate her. Got a young lady back here buying a watch. Which one did you decide on? Well, I want to show them real quick. This lady's, she won't care. Doesn't matter who she is, and I'm not going to embarrass her, but she's buying a Glock watch. Really cool. Look at this. This is for young ladies buying this watch. Very, very nice. Got the silicone wrist, silicone band. She couldn't decide between the orange and black or the red and black. She took it very, very nice. So there you go. Another one going out the door. A Glock watch here at the Jewelers Bench. The only full-time, full-service jewelry store in Elizabeth and in Carter County. We'll come back. We'll close it up and close it out right after this from one of our great sponsors. You know, we say this all the time, but it's true. We could not be here without our sponsors, and she's one of them, Sherry and the folks right here. They do a great business, and we're honored to come in here and promote her all the time, as we do this young man right here from Advanced Heat Pump Systems. Heat pump, more hot weather coming. Got a lot of rain coming this weekend, which doesn't mean to do your heat pump, but you have one that's not working properly, whether it's in your home, your church, or your business, these folks can help. Tom Taylor Sports.
It's important to hire a professional because you want a quality, trained, and licensed person working in your home. All of my staff are factory trained and have years of experience. With today's technology in heating and air conditioning systems, you want a trained professional working on your system. Our motivation to provide our customers with the best service is years of experience. We've been in business for 35 years, and we plan on being in business for another 35 years. So we want to make our customers happy.
Insurance. How can you help us with auto insurance?
Well, one of the things Horace Mann was started for, Tom, back in 1945 was to provide auto insurance for educators. They came up with the idea that if we could put a group of school teachers together in one company, their cars would sit in a parking lot for 10, 12 hours a day. Friday and Saturday nights, they're home grading papers. They're all college educated. They have a tendency to be better drivers because they set an example for their students. And knowing all those things, we'd probably have less claims. And so we're able to offer better insurance rates because of that.
And so, if you're a teacher, an educator, you want to come here and get a quote because of that, your quotes and your rates are typically better than other folks, right?
That's right. And we also do a couple other things for educators. If they were to get into an accident while they're on school business, we don't have a deductible on that, Tom. They won't have to pay a deductible. If somebody vandalizes their car while it's on school property, they don't pay a deductible for that. If they get into an accident on school property, we waive the deductible. If they get into an accident with another Horace Mann agent or a Horace Mann client, they're going to not have to pay a deductible also.
It's good stuff. So if you need more information, go to social media or give him a call. How can we get a hold of you and find out more?
Yeah, you can just call me here at the office at 543-0059 or go to horacemann.com on the internet, and you'll be able to find our office here.
There you go. One of our great sponsors here on the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, the good folks right here at Rick Walters, Horace Mann Insurance. Back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show, that's going to do it. We do want to say thanks to Ryan Presnell coming by, and Joseph Taylor, and Ava George Wilbur, and, of course, the obvious, Sherry Holtzclaw. Let's finish it up with the verse today. We always dedicate this broadcast to the man who hung on the cross, and we unashamedly do that, of course. So we will do it by telling you this right here. Here's the verse. And it goes like this. We can be praying that God gives us all the strength we need to make it through the battle we're facing today. We're all battling something. Psalms 147, 3, 4, and 5 says, hello, Angie Wilbur. Your daughter was excellent on the show today. Very good. Ava George was top shelf. What a classy young lady. Going to be an engineer. That's awesome. It says he heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. He determines the number of stars and calls them each by name. Great is our Lord and mighty in power. His understanding has no limit. In closing, we can tell you we can be encouraged that there is hope in the face of the unknown. We don't have to worry about tomorrow because guess what? He's already there. Oh, wow. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for loving us as only you can do, unconditionally. We're all a bunch of goofballs. We mess up. He knew that's why he went up on the cross and said, I love you guys anyway. I'm going to die for you. That's called unconditional love. It doesn't get any better than that. Good way to end the show. Tomorrow will be at Food City and Gray, kicking off the weekend. Thanks for watching. Again, we'll say, as always, the Jewelers Bench, one of my favorite stops every month because of Sherry Holtzclaw and the great folks here. And so we'll do it again next month in August. Tomorrow, Food City and Gray to kick off the weekend. We sell jewelry today and groceries tomorrow. So we'll be at Food City and Gray with a whole new list of guests. Thanks for watching the show. We always wrap it up by saying two things. Mama used to say every morning going down to catch a school bus, bloom where you're planted, boys, bloom where you're planted. And win or lose, we would tell you to be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 2528. We're clicking them off to 2600. By the way, I want to say thanks again publicly to Sherry. Sherry came to the show number 2500, was one of my guests to come be a part of that and salute us and congratulate us, and that meant the world to me. So appreciate that young lady very much. See you back here tomorrow at Food City and Gray. If you want to watch football tonight, there's a 7-on-7 at Science Hill at 6 o'clock. Cyclones, Science Hill, Greenville, and Dobbins Minute. Again, in helmets and shirts and shorts, running pass routes at 7-on-7. That's tonight at Science Hill's Kermit Tipton Stadium. If you're not there to see, that's free to get in. We'll see you tomorrow at Food City and Gray on a Food